Hello, it's Zora from Placez and KrakYouth Radio, and with me is Matthaios. Hello, Matthaios.
Hello.
Matthaios is from Greek, and he grew up in
Athens.
And that's what we're going to talk about today. Athens is the capital of Greece.
Right, that's right.
I think you should know this, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely know. You can see that the capital is super crowded.
And it's even, I think it's the biggest city in Greece, with 3 million people.
Maybe more. That was the last one.
More than 3 million people.
Yeah.
So a huge one in Greece.
Yeah, it's like most of the people used to live in villages, but after a period around 80s, I think everyone started going to the centers. So Athens was the biggest center. It became the biggest center.
And even actually in history too, it's one of the oldest, a very important city, I would say. But let's talk about details after the next song. And enjoy. Back again with Matthaios from Athens. Do you want to tell us what is special about Athens, or what makes the city the city?
It's kind of weird to explain exactly, because it's a city that combines several stuff from different periods and with different influences, let's say. So you have most of the city, it's based on I don't know how to say it. It's postmodern architecture or stuff like that. It's modern, something like that. Urban, basically it's urban. But at the same time, you have places that it's super historical and more tradition with other type of architecture. So imagine in the center, one of the must to see things in Athens is Acropolis, the Parthenon. And imagine when you're on the hill and you're getting down, you have the region of the district of Plaka, as we say. So this district is actually the old houses from the people that used to live back in time there. Now they are not living there. Mostly it's Airbnbs or restaurants, taverns, bars. So it's super traditional with houses. And with this type of ceramic rooftop, and it's super traditional, super nice. And when you go more outside and you're going even down, you go to, there's another main square in the center of Athens. It's Monastiraki Square, which is actually a main square that has a lot of narrow streets with touristic souvenir shops and flea markets. And around you can find everywhere archaeological places like Hadrian's Library or the Roman Forum, from when the Romans were in Athens, back in history. And the more you go outside, you see that the architecture is changing totally and it's becoming totally urban. So a little further, you go to Psiri district, for example, which is totally urban and underground style of like area. And it's kind of combined like a lot of graffitis, underground places, urban stuff.
Do you also get tourists there?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still kind of touristic place?
It's not exactly touristic because people, they don't know that they go to Psiri. Mm-hmm. They just go there because they're just wandering around close to the center because it's super close to Acropolis.
Okay.
So they're just wandering and by accident probably they just walk through there.
Yeah, and there are a lot of tourists, I guess,
yeah,
in
it's
Athens,
like,
so you cannot escape from
yeah, you cannot escape from that. It's like every time, a lot of, especially during the summer and during the year. But I think the peak of tourism in Athens is the springtime, because it's not that like warm to go to the beach or to the islands, but it's not that cold also. So this is the perfect time of the year for Athens, because it's fully like totally sunny, really nice weather, and it's like super nice to visit at this period. And yeah, it's like it helps because most of the things you have to see, they are outdoors because of your archaeological places. So good weather is something you need to see Athens and walk around, definitely.
Nice. What other places except the tourist places you mentioned right now already do you suggest to see? Maybe also more outside the center.
So another touristic that is like linked to the thing we said before is a museum of Acropolis. It's like right beneath Acropolis on the main street, and it's like modern and super new, and it's totally must to see. And yeah, so about the non-touristic places, Psiri is non-touristic, I would say. Like not, it's kind of, but not that much that people know that they're going there. But not touristic places that I like, and I definitely go there like when I'm in Athens, is Exarchia, which is like the totally urban and underground area in Athens, and it's like close to the university, as we say, the area close to Panepistemio. It's like
so there are a lot of young people or students.
Yeah, a lot of taverns, bars, and stuff like that. It's kind of like special area district in Athens, because it's, for some, it's super dangerous area, because it's like every time there's a demonstration and a conflict between the police and the riots. The riots and the big fights are usually happening in this area. So it's actually like the counter-government movements are usually happening, and the demonstration and everything is like ending up in Exarchia Square and all this place. And for some people it's super dangerous, but for others are like super fun. It's super nice to go to see. It's not something typical Greek, but it's like based on the stereotypes, of course.
What do you suggest, like our young listeners, when they want to go there to still stay safe? When you say maybe it's sometimes dangerous, like
it's not that something will happen or like, but it's something you're probably gonna find like it's happening to every city. Just random guys selling drugs, or like I don't know, like maybe some like I don't know, addicts or something on the street. Is like, but it's not something that is...
Okay, so you say it's just dangerous when there maybe is a demonstration happening or something,
exactly,
but otherwise it's a safe area.
Exactly,
maybe with people who distract you sometimes, but...
Yeah, it's not something that...
Not,
Okay. It's just during the demonstration and stuff like that. But again, it's like, just if you're a little bit more concerned and like, you know, you have your eyes open, it's totally gonna be fine. It's not something...
What is there when people go there? Like, what can they expect from this area?
So it's totally not mainstream, I would say. It's more like underground things to see, and it combines several stuff. It's like you can find totally traditional things, like places and taverns with traditional music, live music, and you can find also some places for electro music or like techno music, for example. You can find rock places, pubs. So it's a combination of like a lot of places and bars and streets full of bars and people. And it's super nice also because it combines like it has a multiculturality as an area. you can see people from different from different places from the world, like places with different cuisines.
Mm-hmm.
For example, there's a place I really like, and the name is Folia, and it's Greek and Kurdish cuisine, a combination of these two. If I'm not mistaken, it's Kurdish. But it's like you can find these kind of places with it's full of graffitis, super nice graffitis, totally underground. Jazz bars also are like super nice. So yeah, it's a really special like a district in Athens, and I really like it. Another place is Pagrati, which is close to the center again, and it has a lot of places to go, and it's not so touristic. So yeah, it's like mostly people, like Greeks prefer to go to these places and drink something like more traditional, I would say. Like for example, in Exarchia, like Ouzo or Raki, Tsipuro, like traditional drink we have. So it's kind of like that.
Okay, cool. What things would you suggest to try? Like you just mentioned Raki. What other things are there in Athens? Like maybe especially even in Athens, what you should try as a tourist?
So in Athens, I cannot say that we have something like super connected to Athens. Because it's kind of like in Greece, cuisine is and the dishes and the recipes are kind of famous like all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's not. There are places that are famous for something like as a food or a dish, but you can find this dish everywhere actually.
Yeah.
Because touristic places are taking this recipe and they're just making it because it's famous. So good, nice dishes, and that I would totally suggest is spetsofai. So it's a sausage with red sauce and tomato sauce and peppers, and you can find variations like mild and spicy, and it's super nice, tasty. Greek salad, of course, like this is international, like nowadays, I guess.
Do you like it?
Yeah, of course. Another thing you should try, it is super tasty. It's feta cheese baked with honey and sesame on the top.
Okay, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's a weird combination, and everyone at the beginning is like, what do you mean feta cheese with honey? But it's super tasty, and it's super nice to taste. What else? Pasticcio is like Greek lasagna. It's kind of similar to lasagna, but not exactly. Moussaka, of course, if you know, moussakas is like meat with it's like in layers, so it's actually like potatoes, meat, eggplant, and bechamel on the top. What else we have?
Is there maybe something to drink as well?
Drinks. My favorite one is ouzo, for example. I love it. It's like a raki but with anise inside. It's like really like the Turkish raki. It's like similar. And also we have Tsipuro, which is again like raki, but it's different in taste. And we have raki also. And raki is super famous, the one from Creta especially. Creta raki is like super famous and super tasty also, super nice. We also have two variations with that they come from raki. They are based on raki. And it's like rakomelo, which is honey with raki. So we actually boiling the raki. You put a stick of cinnamon and honey inside, and you drink it hot, and it's super tasty. And then you have inomelo, which is like wine with honey. It's boiled again. It's something similar to glühwein, but with honey inside.
Oh, okay.
And
So
we drink,
sweet.
Sweet, and we drink it in shots. So it's like also super tasty.
When I was in Greece, I thought the honey in Greece is like very, very sweet compared to other honeys. I knew that.
Yeah, I know. It's like when I tried honey from like, this kind of during the projects that they have this kind of in the plastic bottle one.
Yeah.
I just put it somewhere. I was like, what is that? Like, there's no taste, It's like, and I just started putting more and more and more. It's like, we're like really in love with honey, I would say, in Greece, and we really like it. And there are like a lot of companies and this kind of
bee men. Did you mean like men who work with bees?
No, it's like also people just like that they have their own business, or you can find this kind of corporation producers of honey. So it's like people working together, and they're like small, and they say, and we have this kind of thing in Greece, that the less commercial it is, the better it is.
Yeah.
So if it's like from a small village on the mountain, it has to be super perfect in comparison with the commercial one from the supermarkets.
Yeah, I think with most products it is actually like this.
Yeah, it's indeed we have that. Besides honey, someone should also taste dakos. Dakos is from Crete again, because it came to mind because of Crete, and it's actually like a type of bread that when you like wet it, it becomes softer.
Okay.
So people is like wetting this bread, and
with what? With water or oil? Okay.
With water, so it becomes a little bit more softer. Then you put olive oil, of course, sliced tomato, feta cheese, oregano, and olive oils. And you just have this thing, you could just cut it, and it's like a salad on this type of bread, actually.
Yeah, okay, nice.
And super tasty also. I don't know, I can speak for about food. You can taste like...
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff you can taste. Yeah, nice. Thank you very much. What other habits are there in Athens, like besides the food? Or is there a special kind of culture, special traditions?
Okay. So, I would say about festivals. We have a lot during the summer, especially during the summer until September, October maybe, and of course during the year. But during the summer, it's like big events everywhere, all over Greece, with several music.
Summer, so you should go out and enjoy the sun.
It's indeed like that. It's people like the good weather, and summer for Greeks is like super important, and the time of the year that everyone is expecting to come. Sure. Finally summertime. And it's like other habits beside the festivals and the live concerts, stuff like that. We like coffee, but in a way that we can go for coffee, and we have a lot of cafeterias all over Athens, like a lot of cafeterias. And it's different from other places like I've been, because people are actually going there and sitting a long time drinking coffee. So you can go in the cafeteria, and people are sitting like for 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
And they are just having
like a long break.
Yeah, conversation, discussion, drinking coffee, and it's also a habit that people do, like after the job, and they're just going with their friends and things like that. And also, another like good thing I would say in Athens is that you can find places to go for a beer or to drink something like every day of the week, from Monday to Sunday. It's like you can find places to go.
For a beer? Is there a special time of the day where you should...
Usually, it's like we mostly drink at night.
Okay.
So it's like after after the sunset.
Sunset, yeah.
So
that's what you told me before, actually.
I've told you before also.
Yeah.
Like it's something that you can drink something, but if you go for drinking and actually, you go for not party, but we have this. I don't know how to explain it. It's something in between. You don't go to party, but it's not actually even something chill. We like to discuss a lot on the table. So it's drink
like ancient Greek philosophers.
Someone would say, that it's something like that. Because it's like you just sit on the table, we have long discussions about, I don't know, everything. From personal stuff with your friends to social things that are happening, and like analyzing and discussing, and while drinking, all of that. So it's actually something it's not chilling exactly, but because you're outside, you're going somewhere in a place and there's a lot of people. And at the same time, it's not party exactly. So it's something in between, but people are having super fun with that. They're laughing, and you can listen to people, being loud, of course, I don't know if it's a stereotype, but it's true that it's actually loud in Athens. Like, people are shouting, it's crazy, it's a jungle. Like, it's... yeah, it's too crowded, and you can see people, like, the intensity of the routine. That's the thing.
Yeah. Are you kind of proud of your city, or did you like being there?
So that's like complex question, because routine in Athens is kind of hard in a way that the city is so crowded and things are not functioning sometimes the way they should function.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a jungle, I would say. Again, it's like super crowded, and some people like it's getting too much now. Like it was 3 million. I guess it's more now, because last time they record the population was like 2011 or something like that.
I also read in the at the internet that there are also a lot of people who are not registered.
Yeah,
in
also
Athens,
exactly.
so,
Yeah. So
and plus the tourists, of course.
Yeah. So for me, it's like it's a great place to visit and go for vacation and spend time there. Like, even I would say more than 1 week, because there are a lot of places to see also on the suburbs of Athens. So if you want to do like a full tour in Athens on around the suburbs, you can. That's the thing, that is a city that is providing things to see.
Mm-hmm.
To the people that they're coming, and that's good, because it's not like you go somewhere, you see the basics, and after that, that's all. You can find stuff, like, because of the history is like full of archaeological places. I just said the basic, like Parthenon, Acropolis, but you have a bunch, like every street has something archaeological, not even like from ancient, but even like later.
Yeah.
So you can see this spectrum of history like around the city. So it's a great place to visit, but I would say that it's getting super tiring living there. For me, it's like that. So at least, I couldn't. I prefer, for example, living in Krakow. Yeah, it's more quiet. It's like things are functioning. It's super nice. But in Athens, it's like transportation is not that. I'm not that proud about the transportation in Athens.
Okay.
But also, I would say like maybe 6 months for European Solidarity Corps project or an internship there, it would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
6 months is nice also, because you're gonna enjoy stuff, like people are fine, people are partying, there
all
are
the festivals.
Yeah. It's like super nice.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have fun, you're gonna enjoy like spending time there. The food also, it's like the sea, it's like super nice, but at the same time it's like more, I don't know if it's fine,
Yeah.
Because of course all the stuff after like the crisis and the things that happened, so it's kind of like coming back to getting better, but at the same time you can see still the consequences of the crisis.
Yeah.
So it's like a special combination, I would say. I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Matthaios, for your
Thank you too.
information about Athens, and thank you, listeners, for listening. In
Also,
Greece, you say
Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ for listening. And now we are going to listen to a special song, or like to special guitar music from Matthaios. Enjoy. Bye-bye.